Oh, it's been great. I mean, to start off our panel with finding out we're going to do 22 episodes for season 4 is about the best way you can start off Comic-Con. Yeah.
Have you been in the new the cafe at the Hard Rock though? That's
As a matter of fact, I had dinner there last night. I got in late. I was hungry. I called Erica on the phone. I said, "Have you been?" She said, "No." I said, "Well, let's go." And then when we got there, we had dinner. It was great. It was terrific. Yeah.
so. I mean, were you guys expecting that pickup at the panel this year, or would you guys have an idea? Or?
No, I mean, we hoped for a pickup. Didn't know when that announcement was going to come. So to hear it this afternoon was just tremendous. It was just tremendous, yeah.
So, like, what kind of a dynamic does the 22-episode season kind of bring to this kind of story?
That's more of a question for the writers, but obviously what it means is we can do any number of longer arcs. We can do a little bit more in depth. As you heard this afternoon, we'll be doing a musical. How that will work out, I'm not quite sure, but you know, to have that kind of leeway now is just a great thing.
So, like, are there any kind of specifics that you're looking to on how to expand your character, like for this upcoming season?
Not really. I mean, the thing with Henry is that you know all things are possible. We've seen a lot of the dark side of Henry. We start off with the series early on, sort of seeing a lot of the lighter side of Henry. So I don't know where we're going to go with him. I mean, hopefully, I mean, I keep thinking I'd love to do something like, going into, remember that old movie where they shrunk themselves and went into the body? I'd kind of maybe like to do something like that. Yeah, something like inner space instead of outer space. That might be kind of cool. Yeah.
Nice. So like it's really interesting with like the rebranding of sci-fi, and there's all these different new changes going on too, and like one of the changes with your 22 episode season. So like, what was it like just kind of being on a network like sci-fi that's just really to reinvent itself like this?
I think they're being very smart about it. I think not to just be jailed by a genre, I think is a really good idea. I mean, not to be sort of arrogant about it, I think that what they want is to be Disney, so that they can do anything, or DreamWorks, so that they can do anything that they want. So that sci-fi will always be kind of, which is why I think they kept those letters for that sound, so it will always be part of the portfolio, if you will. But at the same time, I think what they want to be able to do is to diversify easily and without people saying, yes, but what's happening to science fiction? Science fiction will never go away. It will only now be part of a larger kind of portfolio, as I said.
So when exactly are you guys starting production for this new season?
I don't know. The word had always been that we would start around March, but now I think if we're going to do 22, we may start earlier. That's really up to the producers and Jamie and the rest of them, so I really don't know.
So is there anything that you're working on right now, or that you're looking up to develop before you start this up again?
I'm actually in the middle. I was working with a director named Francesco Lucente. He and I did a film a couple of years ago called Badland. He has a couple of films, Starbright and working title Brother's Keeper, that I'm a co-producer on. So we've been sort of in the process of doing all of that. If we start earlier, he's going to really be upset. So we'll see what happens. We'll see.
Excellent. So just what would you like to say to the fans of sci-fi and the fans of Eureka about what you guys will bring for next season?
Not so much what we'll bring for next season, but if it were not for the fans, if it were not for your allegiance to the show and your participation as an audience, we wouldn't have gotten the 22 episodes.